What's up, Internet? This is Rambling Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. Now, since last time, I've been pretty busy, but while I'm explaining that, I figure I might as well give you a look at what the Annihilation Draconite magic looks like. And we got pumpkin heads. Oh well. There's nothing dealing direct damage here, and it's just training anyways. So anyways, what I've been doing is I have been working on the alignment of my crew, because of course, over the past few episodes, I've struggled a bit to maintain my, to have my alignment in the right place, and kind of, it's been negatively affecting my chaos rank. Not that that is a huge deal at this point, but it is something that I like to keep in mind. And really, I mean, I kind of obsess over my chaos frame at the best of times, let alone when I am recording a video that is going to be uploaded to the internet for all to see. So, basically what I've done is I separated out all of my characters, and I placed all of my chaotic characters with lawful characters. So I split up all my units and placed chaotic characters with lawful characters, and the idea being that if I kind of put them with each other, then they should have like a moderating effect on my alignments. So the lawful characters will cause the chaotic ones to gain alignment, whereas the chaotic characters will cause the lawful characters to lose alignment. And everyone will kind of start moving towards neutral a little bit again. So I did that, and I went and fought a whole bunch of neutral encounters by going to area investigation. And because when you're fighting neutral encounters, you can get alignment changes. I also used up all of my scrolls of destiny and urns of chaos, or whatever they're called. So now at this point, everyone is pretty much back to where their alignment was at the end of Chapter 3, roundabout. And at this point, nobody should be at the absolute highest or lowest ends of the chaoticness, or alignment, that's the word I'm looking for. So, having done that, I should have a little bit easier time of not properly liberating strongholds and all that. And that should hopefully get me through until the end of the game. So, with that said, now we are going to head to Tibble, the Wicked Land, which is the final kind of side mission. To go towards the end of the game, you have to go to Latium, and then you kind of come out this way. But all these areas here, up here, are all side areas, and Tibble is the final one on that list. Apparently there are some dark fellows here, whatever that means. Well, one other thing that I wanted to mention was that, well, let's just see what Hugo has to say. More snow! I don't know why, I just like snowy maps. That's kind of strange. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Well, that's okay, we'll just kill everything and it'll be all good. As always. More powerful beings. Okay, whatever that's supposed to mean. So anyways, what I was gonna say is, it's I took the time to kind of investigate some of the items that are left for me to find in the game, and I realized that I've actually missed the strongest one-handed weapon, which goes by the name of Fafnir. There's a mission, I forget which one exactly, I think it was around scene 30, where when I approach the headquarters of the enemy headquarters, a Knight Templar pops out, and killing that unit is supposed to yield the Fafnir, but for whatever reason, either that was one of the enemy units that I just didn't bother to kill, or it's also possible that I did kill it and the unit just did not drop the Fafnir, because I'm fairly sure that is something that is possible. So I just wanted to point that out, that apparently I missed that. I also wanted to point out that it's not the end of the world either. Let's take a look here. Wow, there's absolutely nothing of value whatsoever in this mission, or this shop. It's actually a terrible shop. So to start with, I want to send... oh, there. I want to send Aqua out this way, just to see if there's anything over here. There's also a... this stronghold here is neutral, so I want to keep an eye on that. Ragusa. So, other than that, I think I'm gonna just unpause and let these guys that are marching up march their way towards their doom. Now, it's kind of unfortunate that I missed the Fafnir, but it's also not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. Let's see what kind of unit this is. Let's send you. Or I should probably change the leader back to someone in the back row. I'm trying to use these frays a little bit more just because they're one of my few neutral units. But anyways, and the reason why I'm missing the Fafnir isn't a big deal is, you know, if you think about it, in a normal RPG, your group is made up of like, say, 3 to 5 or so characters. So an upgrade to one person is somewhat significant. In this game, we have, I think, the number is 42 characters capable of equipping a weapon. So if you're upgrading one person's weapon, that's 1 out of 42 people that are getting a damage upgrade. So it's really not that significant. So, I mean, in the end of the day, it doesn't really end up mattering all that much if I miss one single weapon. It's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, it's really not the greatest design the way they set it up anyways. Like, having the best weapon, one-handed sword in the game, not only do you get it like 10 missions before the end of the game, but you also get it like there's a chance that you might not get it at all. So that's just kind of all weird and stuff. Okay, I'll send out a couple guys to kind of split the Legion here. I don't want one person taking the whole thing if I can avoid it. You seeing anything down here, Aqua? Doesn't look like it. That's a lot of goblins. Somehow I'm not particularly threatened by this unit. Although at least the goblins in the front are using boulder swords. Slightly better than a short sword. So I suppose they're learning a little bit. And the Dianas are perfectly capable of taking care of the leader, even though the Paladins didn't kill anything. Well, that could have gone worse. I'm trying to give Barry a little bit more work these days, now that I've got all my like special classes and all my heroes and all that stuff arranged. The layman's, like the Paladin unit, don't get quite as much work these days. Did I forget to... No, I unequipped the Annihilation book, didn't I? I'll check after this. Because, you know, just like every other Draconite spell book, I don't want to use it because it's kind of abusive and it's got a very long spell animation. One other thing that I should probably mention is you may recall way back in the day, there was a shop, I believe it was in Alba, that was actually selling Annihilation books. So you can technically get as many of those as you want. However, they're also very expensive. What's kind of interesting is the price actually changes as the game goes on. Originally the price is 20,000 Goth, and the price actually goes up by 20 Goth every single day that goes by within the game. Okay, Destin, you took a little bit of a beating. I'll send you back, and let's check. Actually, I don't think I can... Well, no, let's check Orwell. Orwell? Yes, you are using Dark Quest, okay. Let's just take a look at what people's levels are at. So we got 30, 31, 30, 31, 30, 20, or 32, 30, 28, 29, and 31. Okay, so it's all fairly even for the most part. We'll actually send Magnus up here to replace Destin on the front lines. Still nothing over here. Oh, apparently Barry decided that he's too good to fight head on. Luckily this unit isn't particularly threatening. Ice Blast. It's always kind of funny when a paladin is using magic. They're just not very good at it. I think I might use a heal pack or something after this. Depending on what the formation on the map looks like. I'll either heal him up or retreat him back into the headquarters. Well, not really retreat him, but move him back there so he can sit on the headquarters and regenerate a little bit of health. What level are the enemies? 30, 32. Weird, the leader's the lowest level in that unit? That's unusual. 31. I'm gonna try using 11 piece. I don't know why 11 piece is not working against Saturos, but it just doesn't seem to be. Okay, things are a little tight up here, so let's use a heal pack. And leave it at that. Is Barry still moving? Maybe that's why he was sideways for that last one. I thought he was standing still, and if he was standing still, he would just be kind of rotating to face whoever was closest to him, but if he's still moving, then that would explain it. Well, Magnus is no longer behind in levels at all. He got quite a chunk from that unit. Okay, so Barry was indeed still moving. 101 damage, and it wasn't even a critical hit. You know, in the future, I think I might just stick like a priest in every single unit. Because there really is something to be said for having that assurance that you're always going to be able to heal back up to basically to full, and not have to rely on like restorative items and resting on the stronghold. Because by this point in the game, basically every unit that doesn't have a priest, I'm having to be like at least a little bit wary about. Okay, what's the alignment on this place? Neutral. So that was quite the assault on our base, like right from the get-go. Let's start sending Destin up this way. He can probably manage that all on his own. Feedatch, you can start going that way. You can probably manage that on your own. And Aqua, you come over here and take out this flying dude, because I hate chasing down flying dudes. What about this place? That is somewhat chaotic. Let's have Seraphina take on this Deanna. And I was going to say let's have Orwell go down here, but I probably want him closer to the front line. So I might send Tyler down there, but before I do that, I'm going to send Aqua in that direction to scout out if there's actually a difficult unit sitting on that southern stronghold or not. And now that Deanna is dead, this unit is basically completely harmless. It kind of, I don't know what the right word is, but like it's just weird how many gremlins the enemy is using these days. I mean, it kind of makes a little bit of sense because they're almost like a demon unit, even though they're technically not. But still, it's just kind of strange. Okay, well, that was dealt with fairly handily. So you can go back to base. I think we'll send Barry out this way a little bit. He's in pretty good health at this point. And let's start sending Tyler down here after the Black Knight. Oh nice, Feather of Archangel. That's one of the items that I want on this map. But anyways, I think for now I'm going to leave it here for today on Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. Catch you later!